Bohemian Rhapsody was one of the biggest movies of last year, with Rami Malek winning the Oscar for his performance as the legendary Freddie Mercury. But it's pop glamazon and all-round nice guy Adam Lambert who's been fronting the band since 2011. And based on his choice of song when he auditioned for American Idol 10 years ago, it just makes sense.
But now I've gone and thrown it all away.
Okay. I think you're a really good singer.
In between touring with Queen and being a regular judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, Adam's been in the studio working on a new album of his own and has a silky new single for us all to enjoy.
Please welcome Adam Lambert.
Adam, welcome back to the project.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you again. Your new single's called New Eyes and it's about new love.
Yeah.
To paraphrase our Prime Minister, how good is new love?
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I think real true love is like medicine.
Yeah?
Or magic, even, if you believe in it. You know, it can transform you, it can fix things that you didn't realize were broken. And then all of a sudden you're like, God, I'm in a good mood.
Were you experiencing new love when you wrote it, or were you just kind of imagining what it...
For all intents and purposes, yeah, totally, yes.
I think last time you were on the show, you were debating with us the term banger. You said that the kids now use the term bop. So does it...
Bop became a thing, but banger's still a thing.
So where does New Eyes fall? Is it a banger or a bop?
I think it's I don't know if it's either, actually. I think it's a body roll.
Okay.
It's it's a slink. Yeah.
So the kids don't use the word track anymore, no?
They might. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really a kid, so I don't know. I mean, I have no business.
We're all out of touch. You've announced a new album called Velvet. When can we expect it?
Soon. I don't have a date yet.
Oh,
we're still like kind of figuring out the date, but there's music coming within the next few months.
Has touring with Queen changed the way that you now write your own music?
You know, probably not consciously, but I'm sure that it's rubbed off through osmosis. You know, being with Brian and Roger on stage is really educational, very inspiring. And then also like seeing how the songs connect to these audiences all around the world, it shows me a lot. It shows me what a timeless song is, why these songs are still popular. They're about the human spirit, and they're about things that everyone goes through. I think that's important.
Now, speaking of Queen, everyone has loved the film Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just been a massive hit. But I don't know whether most people have recognised that you played quite a significant role in that. And what I mean by that, it was like a snapshot scene, but it was a really pivotal scene.
Yeah.
Because you play a truckie and you sort of give Freddie Mercury a glance. Here you are.
There I am.
And
yes, I cruise him at the toilet. Pivotal, yeah.
Pivotal. Whose idea was it to cast you in that role?
The band and their manager and the director and, yeah, the casting director. They just kind of, I was in London working with the band and they said, hey, do you want to play this little part? It'll just take an evening. And I said, sure. And there I am.
What was the line of like your name on the script? Because I always, you know,
there was no script.
Oh,
there was no name. I didn't even, I asked them, like, don't put me in the credits. It's just like a good surprise. And they put a big mustache on me and that wig and the hat. So you can't even tell it's really me.
I only found out today.
Yeah. It was kind of just for fun, you know?
Yeah.
What you've done, I think it's worth reflecting on the show. What you've done, I think, is almost achieved the impossible. Like you have been able to fill the shoes of one of the most captivating performers of all time, and not just performers, but vocalists. We've seen our very own In Excess haven't quite been able to do that. Like, do you sometimes reflect and just go, I can't believe how well it's gone?
All the time, yeah. I mean, I like, there's 1 minute where I'm just like, oh, yeah, cool, whatever, and I get really comfortable, and then I'll stop. Like, for example, performing on the Oscars, opening the ceremony this year, it was like, this is surreal, okay. And of course, because I realized the weight of that appearance, I didn't look at the audience. I was afraid it was gonna throw me off, so I just kind of stared at the lights and sang the song. I'm like, it's the same song that I always sing with these guys, so it'll be fine. And then towards the end, I started looking out in the audience and realizing it was like all of my favorite movie stars, and then I got a little nervous.
Who did you see? Like, who did you lock? Did you lock with
Oh,
him?
I mean, well, I saw in the front row, I saw Lady Gaga and Rami. I looked over, I saw Queen Latifah dancing. I saw Meryl Streep at one point, which is like mind-blowing. It was crazy. Pharrell over on the right. It was...
That's like next level validation, because usually you look out the audience, you're like, oh, they're enjoying it, but you're like, oh my God, Pharrell's enjoying it.
Totally.
Like,
yeah, next level. I mean, and later that night I went to some great parties too.
Oh, I'm bet.
Oh, yeah. Any Gaga Cooper gossip?
I didn't get any gossip, no, but I did run into Lady Gaga at the Madonna party and gave her, you know, a hug and congratulated her, and she let me hold her Oscar.
Oh, what do they feel like?
Heavy. Really heavy, yeah.
So just go back quickly. When they asked you to being Queen, did you ever consider saying no? Or, like, did you have the fear, or did you just?
Oh, I had a lot of fear,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
So
I had never thought about saying no. I was like, you can. This is an opportunity that is not to be passed up. But the minute I said yes and hung up the phone, I went, oh God, this is gonna. Oh God. You know, I knew that the fans would have expectations that were really high. You know, Freddie obviously is a god and sets such a high bar that I thought, well, all I can do is sing the songs, figure out what the intention of the songs are, what the audience is meant to feel in these songs, and if I just stick to that, I won't think about all of the extraneous stuff. So that's how I did it.
Because Meryl Streep's in the audience tonight, actually.
I noticed as that package went out that you were making some comments on the hairstyles. We've been talking about the mullet coming back today.
Yes.
Could you ever entertain a mullet?
Now, let me say, I watched this backstage, and some of the mullets in there were really terrible. Yours was my favorite. But I actually been seeing a lot of these like runway shows, like in Paris and Italy and London. Like these skinny, very pretty model boys have really cool mullets.
Did you notice that wasn't a no?
So I'm for the mullet if it's done well on the right person.
He's pro mullet.
Oh,
Pro mullet.
Adam's single New Eyes from his upcoming album Velvet is out now. Would you please put your hands together for Adam Lambert?